she's just a character, right? Or is she a spy? Is she haunted? Multiple personalities. Maybe an exceptional actress caught in a role she didn't audition for. But here's the twist. What if her game is actually yours? Every scene, every word, every glitch you ignore, that's all a clue. There are no coincidences, and nothing here is ever random. If you haven't figured it out yet, ask yourself why not. Start paying attention to what triggers you, because that might be the exact thing you've been missing. Welcome to the game. Oh, fuck, what type of fucking contest would it be if the ladies didn't fucking right turn it up? Why do you guys want to be told off? Because he put me in a bad mood again with this fucking alien crap stuff, right? But we're back to the Middle East and we're gonna talk about this fucking God, religion, lie situation, right? And all the bullshit that's been going on for fucking too long, right? But we're gonna put it in a logical standpoint for these fucking idiots, right? Okay, so let's go back to logic here with the God thing. And, you know, life and reincarnation, how this has all come together, because we've proven the need for both God and science together. So the people that were all bullshit, right? Like, God doesn't want you having technology and blah, blah, blah. You're full of shit. And then the people that don't want to believe in something bigger than themselves, right? And then, I don't know if God exists and I don't want to fucking, and you know, kind of not believing in the God thing, you've been proven stupid too. And that's pretty fucking ignorant. So that's where the science, so, right? We've proven both. So I'm fucking over this because I'm fucking in a bad mood again. Why? Because I see all this shit. And the logic that comes from this. So let's go back here for a second, right? Let's go back for a second and talk about this logically. The Bible, whatever religions are millions of years old. How were they written? By humans. How were most of them written? By men, right? And the majority of that time, you got to think about, you don't want to believe in evolution. You don't want to believe in all of that. Let's just think about this from a logical standpoint again. These people were writing these things for their control that we've followed, right? Most back in the day, right? When whatever cultures, whatever stuff, men were marrying young girls at like, how old were they? How old would have been Mary and all that shit? Probably like 13. So it's kind of interesting, right? We get women, of course, want to have a partner. Whatever, I don't care. Like I said, if you're male, like you're balancing the energies, male and female. We don't care if you're a woman or a man. We don't care about that. However, this is what happens. This is where 3 finalists. What the hell? So you got the one guy who goes off, he's losing his mind. You thought I wasn't crazy? Well, you'd have to pay money. What a stupid assumption. I've known a few guys who thought they were pretty smart, but you got me in line down to an hour. You think you're a genius, you're drowning at the wall. You're making a little original, know it all. You can't settle him down, right? You got that, and then he's like fucking like, oh my god, losing his mind. He wants to save the world. He's a good guy, but he needs to act out. He needs more money. He needs more power. He needs more women. He's just confused, right? Why do you want to dominate women and take control? You can't figure it out, right? Your thoughts are going crazy, you know, because it's comes so easy for you all the time, right? There's never been a challenge. You don't know if they really want you or not. So then you go that way. You become a crazy womanizer. Or you want to be, so you just have to act it out in movies and then pretend that you're not having those thoughts, and then you spend your time on the couch with the therapist. So, yeah, you do need to find your partner, because that's not normal. You need.
Okay, so you're a rocket scientist. That don't get much. So yeah, got the brain, got the touch. Don't get me wrong, yeah, I think you're alright, but that won't keep you with me.
Right? Why? Because of their insecurities, because they didn't want a man, like, anybody else. They need to be pure. They need to be this and that whatever, right? Because of this belief. What is that actually though? In insecurity, an absolute insecurity. So you write that in the Bible. Oh, you're not. God doesn't. You're going to be punished if you're going to be divorced, right? So we're not talk about the reincarnation thing and how people are actually connected. We're going to leave that out for a second because it's a lifeline thing that a lot of people probably can't comprehend at the moment. So let's just bring this back into real world scenario. Real world scenario now. In one lifetime and one thing. Okay, so you're telling me you're going to actually make me believe this bullshit, right? Because that's where we're at right now. So let's say, so I have a lifetime of abuse. I'm abused by all these fucking people, men and women, but so I start getting sexually abused by my stepfather. I'm abused more, so what am I attract more abuse, but I'm a good person. So I do everything right by God, right? I'm a Catholic. I get married. I serve my husband. I do all that. I discover in this process, right, that my husband's a cheater. I have no opinion. I'm not allowed to do anything, and I have to live a life just to serve my husband. And I'm not allowed to get a divorce based on all these religious rules. And you wonder why women are mad? Because that's basically the underlying message in all religions. And why we have issues. So from a logical perspective, so you're telling me God is saying I'm not allowed to get a divorce. My husband's allowed to mistreat me. My husband's allowed to abuse me. My husband's allowed to cheat. If I were to do any of those things, which I didn't, if I were to do any of those things that he did, I get stoned and die. And you're telling me that's God's way? Find the one who loves you. And then you got the other guy who's needing to kill everybody, really. He's a good guy, but in his head he's wanting to kill everybody. So he becomes the, secret assassin, having to go out and fight crime at night because he just can't fucking take it anymore. But it doesn't count if you're drinking it on this side. Gotta send you all the men to full insanity.
That don't impress me much. I never knew a guy who carried a mirror in his heart and a comb on sleeve, just in case. And I might throw jail in your head on a rocket, 'cause heaven forbid it should fall.
And if he doesn't kill it, but he kind of lost interest in women. And then you see these interviews. It's like, what the hell happened to you? You just became like you said, yeah, that people want. They're loving that you're not available because so then all of a sudden that makes you more attractive. Except you're lonely, and then you realize though too when you get interviews and everything like that, it's kind of boring. It's like, what are you talking about, you weirdo? I'm gonna keep the gates locked, right, officially, until we can reopen them when I get back to 123. I can acknowledge, all right, so work something out with your doctor, and you guys all have to coordinate. Otherwise, you're just banned, right? That's the only way this is going to be. Why? Well, because I have issues, right? So I'm going to put my issues on you. And then you get the other one that's just gone way off down the Lonerville. It's fine, like arts and painting and crafts and all that shit. Except, like, what the hell happened? Where did the spark go? Like, what happened? Like, you're just a floating flower child there, hippie.
Most people are so worried about this, and this, that they forget what really matters is this, and this.
Yeah, the sex appeal kind of went right down the tube there. So we got to fix that because that just, like, everybody's going, yeah, you became a weirdo. Well, you became a weirdo, so wake the fuck up. No, you're not gonna live the rest of your life lonely and depressed because you're loved, dummies.
Okay, so you're Brad Pitt. That don't impress me much. So yeah, got the looks, got the touch.
Well, that would be creepy, right? That's probably why we made more money off the incest, right? Since she turned up the pervert. Everybody in this is not gonna live alone, dummies. You just needed to slow the fuck down and get a new perspective that no, not everybody wants your money. Not everybody cares about that. Not every woman out there is out to hurt you and fuck you over. No, but you got confused. Oh, Dre, you're really gonna have to pay money to Shug's team. You're a bit uptight. That's okay. Now you know why. You know why now. You weren't allowed to know either. And it doesn't matter how old you are. Stop being insecure about that. It's weird. Obviously, because I'm older than you. So,
That don't impress me much.
and you guys can't see from a logical standpoint, again, who wrote the Bible? Men. Why? So they could have power over us. Because it's not. So let's go back around. Right? In the lessons and the things. Why have women been repressed for all of these things, right? All this time. But then what does that... So let's go, okay, let's say that, because we're talking about the reincarnation thing because people don't want to believe in evolution, right? But let's just say in one lifetime. So we're not even going to get into the complications just yet. Let's just go to one lifetime. Animals and examples of that. So an animal's being mistreated or an animal's, suffering or whatever. Like, I have a dog. She's sick. I treat her right. I haven't been able to do as much as I want because I'm healing, so she doesn't get, the regular, like, they have a good life and stuff still, and that type of breed. They don't need much, but like, whatever, extra playtime or activities or different things. Okay, let's say I was a different person though, right? Let's say I'm starting, I don't feed the dog. I'm abusing the dog. I'm hurting the dog. I'm doing something. She has no control. How is she going to get out of that situation? She can't. She's stuck, right? She's limited by that body. She can't speak, right? Like from a voice. So people think this goes, right? It's because somebody can't communicate, talk, and like by voice and tell you something. Now all of a sudden, that's a different thing. Well, I'm responsible. Who's on the hierarchy? Based on my mobilities and my things, who's responsible for taking care of that animal? I am. So in the grand scheme of things, humanity is meant to take care of the earth and the different things, right? But we're too busy going at each other with hate. Take language. Now all of a sudden, okay, we can't speak the same language, so we're different, right? Because it's not familiar. Take away somebody's ability to speak, all of us, you look down, are they less than? The truth. People that haven't in centuries been able to speak or been blind or whatever are more evolved. More evolved. Animals can communicate and see things and understand. And that's right? So from a logical standpoint, you got to think like humans, if we're too busy being so narcissistic and consumed with vanity, which... Fine, to sum up this fucking Candyman thing, because yesterday we had to do the fucking Stan thing, let's, like, with the Satan thing, and, like, because back to the fame whores, right, you want Charles, right, so he's like, alright, let's fucking close this up, people, because we need the criminals up to speed, too, and the gangsters, right, because Tupac was around anyway, so we already did the black thing, right, come on, guys, right, so let's just to prove this, so I can fucking because we gotta, because that's the thing, right, we're in those prisons, right? And we're actually doing this real rehab thing because I fucking understand the killing. That's not a fucking joke. So fuck those people that don't, right? We're doing a real thing, right? There's different types with the profiling. So this is the best goddamn fucking whatever the fuck we're doing. Rehab on everything. And like self-worth. It's a real fucking thing. And the idiots that weren't abused or didn't have to be in those situations, fuck them. They didn't know. Either you're being empathetic to us and you're fucking understanding and you're not being condescending and we're all fucking kicking you in the fucking face. That's a real fucking thing. So Johnny, you can be cocky about that. Because fuck you guys. Right? A whole bunch of you can, but Johnny had my back on that, and then I had his back. We did wash with that, but the Candyman thing, right? But that we had to bring it back to who? Satan.
Getting that from YouTube.
Because that's a real thing. Marilyn Manson, Satan. I already killed for
Getting
you.
that from
You better be
YouTube.
killing for me, because I'm nobody on my side's dead. I have fucking proven myself. I did all the fucking work. You guys didn't shit yet. I did everything. And you know that too, right? So that's the thing, right? Like, you guys know that. I fucking did it. And I proved it. Where are you guys proving yourself to me?
We went with slutty because of the white trash thing, right?
Yeah, bitch. Dark Lord, right? Full Satan thing. Like, I know who I am, right? Coming out of the earth, right? From the middle serpent thing, right? I really have to out alpha my wives, right? Because they're nuts. Right, and I don't want to actually fucking... And so, right, I can do that, but... Right, I still have the biggest dick, right? But I was born a woman, right? If you haven't figured that out, go fuck yourself. So what did you trade your partner for? I know what you guys did, right? And that's what you're most afraid of. And then we just go, okay, let's 10x it, put it in a fucking course. What does that mean? Scam, right? Candy shop. And then who's the candy man? Because then that's that 301 billion. Well, that's when we stay on our pyramid with the whites. But then it crosses us over, right, to the blacks. And then there's the eye. Right, this Da Vinci Code crap. Catch me if you can. You guys are still behind, right? How many years? Let's go. Come on. Get me my shit back. What do I mean, Canadian scam? You can't trust any of us. What one of those three is? I don't know. Which of those three type of categories finalists do you fall into? What have you been doing? Or what do you have to make up for?
Okay, so here.
So who's the real Wolf on Wall Street? So all boys pay money because this was a girls program, right? So if you've seen any of the videos, right, we're trying to just educate each other to help each other out globally, and then win a contest. So like, why are you guys creeping either your sister's videos or your mother's videos or your cousin's videos or your girlfriend's videos or your wife's videos? You guys aren't supposed to be seeing the videos, so you have to pay money. Because I mean, it's a bit creepy to just be stalking. Oh, well, I don't know what fucked. So you just have to be able to cover up your lies from the day before. I have it written down somewhere. What's the betting that now? If we haven't gone over 100 billion already, then fuck, this whole thing is fucked. You guys are stupid. Stupid. Because between all of the people, we have way more money than that. And then we took it all. And said, okay, now we're going to redistribute it where it needs to go because nobody needs that much. No, first, Charlie, you got to pay Sophia.
You got a car. That don't impress me much. So yeah, got to move around, got to touch. Don't get me wrong, yeah, I think you're alright. But that won't keep me wanting me. Nothing that don't impress me much. Don't impress me. And keep cool.
I always said it was gonna be the Elton John of motivational speakers. Where did that come from? Thanks, Dad.
I know we established I'm a gold digger. Problem is, you guys don't know what currency to use.
Bunch of weirdos. But it's okay. That's life. That really is what life is. And it's fine. It's totally fine. And don't worry, your money's protected. All you have to do is like Russell do some whatever ClickFunnels bullshit, and then you don't have to worry about it. That's it.
I don't know about locking freaking women in dungeon swamps, right? They don't list that on your hobbies, right? Let's really see those fucking tattoos, right? The real ones, right? I think you're involved in some sort of cult.
I said, so you don't need to worry about whatever network fucked you over, whatever, you know, team, whatever management team, whatever advertisers, fuck them. Like, you'll find out who's who, and then you reassess, because it doesn't matter. Your money's fine. Your money's safe, for real. So go do something for real, so that we can all finally fix this, because this is getting really irritating. You're irritated, I'm irritated. Like, I want
Anything but easy. But that's okay, because you like challenges. It's the morning for California.
to move on with this shit. So I'm sick. I am not a person who likes sitting around being depressed and crying over shit. Like, not really my style, if you haven't noticed. However, I have to face my past too. That's the karma. So we all have to face it. And the reality is, women or more feminine energies have been more balanced. That's why they haven't needed the credit like the men. That's fucking real. That you should know. Because I'm supposed to have, I tell you, you have my videos, you creep me, and you get enough evidence. So you have evidence, and I fucking tell you. What do I have? I'm supposed to just trust you. Fuck you. Fuck you. He's fucking so super mad. That's why they just come in and go, yeah, I've been here the whole time. I'm like, yeah, thanks. Because we have to goddamn bleed every month. Don't trust anything that bleeds for 7 days. I wouldn't. We're bleeding all the time. Well, where does that come from? How grateful am I that we're nerds enough to figure out this fucking head game that it could go to the wrong person, so be careful. So we broke through, right, with, you know, not taking care of each other, with selfishness, but that's what you get more closed in. You have to go inward, right, to understand that and see that. But understand that humanity, and this goes back to this evolution and growth. I think about just one lifetime. When you learn the lesson, you grow. But if you stay in pain, that was a quote, and it was a picture of Elon. If you stay in pain, you suffer. But if you've been avoiding, like myself, right? Like I had pain, like trauma, but avoid to the next thing. Well, eventually the brain breaks down, right? And you have to relive it and go through that pain, suffer again. But what did I do? I consciously made an effort to learn all of those lessons, having to go back and replay, which is what? Growth. Which is what humanity is. So that represents staying in our own body, the body that we have, and recognizing these things. What's the difference? The brain. The brain. What we're interpreting, what we're seeing, what we're understanding. That's what makes it. So the brains and the spirits are different. So you could, when you die, right, depending on what that is, you can go, your in spirit will go somewhere else. Some people's legit, how, like, you die and they get buried and they're there and they're awake. Like, you think your body's dead, but your brain's awake. Isn't that fucking scary? That is true. We've been doing this now. Like, my brain is old enough to go remember not only the beginning of time, and that sounds fucking crazy, but I'm way past the point of I don't give a shit, right? I'm saying exactly what it is from a logic. And the way I release my content is so strategic. That only the people that are evolved would understand this, or you're going to think it's some sort of a fucking show and you're going to interpret it whatever way you want to. And, well, you're probably a dummy, not into, like, at a higher evolved level. And guess what? When you die, you're going to be punished into whatever way. But guess what? We've all lived that. If I can remember my spirits and from the beginning of time and all the different characters and all the different things, meaning, like I said, before humanity, that's like proving the evolution. That's the reptilian brain, right? The dinosaurs, the things like back in time, like the multiple universe. If you like a clear understanding of that, Einstein was teaching that. He just taught it fucking math way, which I don't understand. I don't understand numbers and math. I see them as symbols. That's why I can do this. But we need each other, right? I never pretend. So when I say, like, technically, yes, I do this alone on this side. I just figured it out. And there's so I figured it out that on the highest level in our planet, everybody's spying on people. I just figured out how. And I just figured out who. So I have to be that, right? Like, I get it. And who am I proving it to? Me. Only me. And every day I get stronger and stronger and I see more. Now less. That I've been aware of this process now since February of 2020. February of 2020. And that you have to, like, pass off the pain, pass off the things. You have to become the darkness, the evil, the things. But what would you do with it? What would you do with that type of power? I've come back to proving I've always listened to God. So, and I've proven that your ways have been flawed. And religion has been based on humans' interpretation. Humans' interpretation. So I'm playing the role of God to tell you off. Right? Taliban? Right? Chauvinistic pigs? Right? Armies? Henry. So, the truth is, it turns out that Henry wasn't really interested in me. He was only pretending to be interested in me. Why? So he could fucking promote his stupid fucking show, right? That's why. Like, he had no fucking real interest in me. That's pretty bullshit. But because of this fucking, oh, you have to be professional, and because I'm the woman, right? In this fucking, I'm not recreating the business again, all right? This has all been fucked. Totally. How much after what happened the last time, I'm not fucking rebuilding this. So guess who has to maintain professionalism, even though that guy's a dick, right? It was 100% he was fucking that was false. He wasn't interested in me at all. I fucking found out, right? Totally used me just to get free promotions. What an asshole. Anyways, though, because I am a fucking professional businesswoman and I'm not fucking redoing that again, what is it? Because what is it? Is it fucking coming out on the 17th? Because on YouTube, that's what you're promoting? Or on Instagram on the 20th? Make up your fucking mind. I'll promote it, I'll do it, but then I'm never fucking talking to you again, asshole. I got the fucking red balloon. Right? You're coming in the sewer, bitch. Well, women want their money equally. Fuck this payment garbage. Women don't get paid the same. Blah, blah, blah. Hollywood, go fuck yourself. So we just took it away. All of it. If you want your stupid award show back and your Oscars and all that crap, you better sort out your stuff or else nobody's getting any more awards. We took them all back. I don't want that. If you haven't noticed who's been taking shit back, we've been taking it back. All of it. Because you've been missing the goddamn point. Getting all miserable, crying about it, feeling sorry for yourself. You didn't get an Oscar. Boo fucking who. Well, actually, now that I think about it, I don't even want my stuff back. I want new stuff. So just give me my money. Confirmed. Waking up a mummy? Confirmed. 300 team? Yeah, we got that. Superman, he was kind of a dick. I have to say, what the hell, man? You were a dick. Yeah, we were all on the goddamn boat. Somebody go kick some ass. Duh. Solve the crime. Hello? Hello? Yeah, you get depressed, and you have to admit that. Like, you have to have other emotions. You can't just go around killing people and then feeling, being all martyr-like. What the hell happened? Get on that. And who's running that show? You know who's running that show. You know who it really is. Right? What women want, let me fucking tell you. Duh. Hello. Wake up. Well, what's June 7th to 9th, and how does that have relevance to any of this craziness? Well, money and currency, moving things around, and scams, right, obviously. Superman's dad, right? Marlon Brando, angels, demons, aliens, right? That sounds a little bit whacked, you guys, with your philosophies and stuff there. So pop quiz for you. What date was? So Chester was my soulmate, which has to do with this prison break. We're trying to get out of this universe, right? But it's just a snakes and ladders, internet, and matrix game that we seem to all be stuck in. Right? But to actually believe yourself to be some sort of creature or whatever, that's a mental illness that I can't really deal with. But what relevance does that date have to May 27th? Right? Whose birthday is that? I think they're trying to scam something. Right? Internet celebrities. Right? See? You can't even trust anything that anyone was ever even a mob boss. Who is the boss? Who's the boss? Actually, one of my fathers told me, you do the work first, then you advertise, you dumbasses. You all were advertising. The ones that didn't do the work, you're not on the team. You're advertising, missing the whole point. The rest of us were fucking hauling ass, working for the last God knows how long. So we kicked those people out because we already did the work. Then we get to advertise. You do the work, then you advertise. If I would have fucking came out and told you this shit, you wouldn't have believed me. I wouldn't have believed me. Nobody would believe each other, so we needed each other. I didn't even believe half this goddamn shit. I'm like, what the hell? I wasn't into sci-fi. I didn't know any of your shit. I don't pay attention to the media. I don't know what the hell you guys are doing. I don't really fucking care about your personal lives. Real life Candace, right, really did work in a concert hall for a long time. She's not a fucking groupie, never was, right? So you guys actually have to do work. I don't really give a shit what you're doing. I'm too busy trying to deal with my own shit. So deal with your own shit. Everybody who gets involved in other people's shit, you see how that fucking works out for people. We have all these, I've had stalkers my whole goddamn life, so I don't want stalkers. I don't want weirdos. So by the time we have to sort this out because I know you've been weirdos. I can feel it. So we gotta sort this out so it's not weird because I'm not. I understand fans and the importance and cheer, and that's great, and we'll work on that. I'm open to that now. I was not before. Everywhere, the whole world. Told you. Yesterday was Veterans Day, and yes, we're honoring in different things, but like you have to understand, I have the perspective of a global perspective. I can see the whole world. That's not a joke, right? I can see everything. So I find it unjust in those ways. It's like I have an understanding to why the terrorists are so fucking angry at you guys. And I understand why we want to preserve, things that have been in culture and traditions, but we have to evolve and grow in that process as well, right? Because this is the thing. In trying to preserve it and keep these things, you've lost the message of what those things represent. Because God is not saying that is appropriate to hurt other people. That has never been the message of God. God is love, and you've all spewed more hate. Every single fucking one of you. I'm playing that role right now. When I'm Candace, I'm human. Which means she's just fucked up as the rest of you. But right now, Candace is speaking as somebody else with a bigger message, isn't she? Isn't she? You programmed me for that. What do I say programmed? You, meaning all of you, what? The smartest people in the world who have been trying to figure out this puzzle since, I don't know, at least 2,000 plus 20 years, bare minimum. But longer than that, why? This goes back into the pyramids, goes back into the Middle East, goes back, we've been doing this. So when people say, oh, aliens are coming now. However, I'm fine with it, but it's not natural to be in isolation and be alone. That's not how it was. It takes a village to raise a child. Jordan, my child, is not just my child, she's all your child too. I get it. That's why I can let go, because she'll be okay because of you guys. I know that. This kid has more than enough. Her potential is massive. And the truth is, she was so creative in our early years and how the life we had together.
Thanks for the birthday message, guy.
She's the most creative person I've ever been around, and she inspired me. And she's just been really badly abused. And I need to save her because I don't recognize her anymore. At all. I don't recognize my own child. And I don't have a choice right now. My back's against the wall, and to the outside world they go, why wouldn't you message your dad? Why wouldn't you, whatever? You weren't there. You have no idea the damage that was done.
Okay, so what do you think, you're Elvis or something? Whatever. That don't impress me.
We won that. You don't understand all the religions, you wouldn't have all the information. Makes you a pretty ignorant fuck. To get on my nerves, right? And with slowing down the internet, right? But we've already proven that, so you guys don't need to fucking keep doing that. And then, or is it that it's like Apple wants their fucking plug for fucking up the phones when they put out new shit? They really do that, don't they, Tim? Right? They fucking do that, right? So that you buy another phone. Well, don't fucking do that, right? Because I've tried to stick to this, right? And then I got the iPad thing, but I don't use that because I really don't know what's going on. And that's how you resurrect the ghosts, by fucking irritating me all day, right? And that's not fair. And then the design I just did to try to put that on isn't on the phone, which makes no logical sense other than you guys fucking around again, right? So it's like you like to piss me off, but that's not cool because guess what? You keep pissing me off and we're never actually going to get out of this. So I don't think we're actually ever going to meet, any of you, right? We're just going to keep this back and forth computer situation. Is that how we're going to do it forever? Right? Because I'm not a real person. I'm just a fucking robot, apparently, that you guys control, right? Don't you like that? Yeah, you do, but you're exercising your power over me. I've already fucking submitted, okay? You know that, like, all I have is telling you guys off because you piss me off all day. Well, that's Jim Morrison's playing. Is told that there's the part in the book that originally, like, where it's supposed to be when I got really mad at Jim, right? But this is like years ago, and then I had to close up that thing when I was mad at Jim. That's why I was mad at Andrew yesterday. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're not fucking in. But we're gonna have to clear this away. To be quite honest, everybody told it to me, but I don't see things that way because I'm not obsessed with other people, so I don't see it. I did hurt him. I did. But because nobody ever loved him, he latched onto me so much. And as you can tell, I'm a little bit nuts, so it's kind of hard to get away. So I'm forgiving to him for that, even in this whole experience right now. However, I have... I'm Nicole, right? I got fat just because. Fuck you. To play the bad guy for a while until this can be sorted out. And he will say the truth and everything will work out. Because I need to save him too, and he's severely abused, and I fucking hate her, and I want to ram my elbow through her fucking eyeball. I know where it comes from though, and that's one of those things. However, I'm not stupid, so I need to, now that I can see it, back up, and I have been way too passive. And let's talk about Mr. Potato Head, right, and his wife. What happened there? By allowing this abuse, and this is the result of it. Mental health issues that my daughter has. That caused her bipolar behavior, which is now just turned into a depression. But in her lifetime, my daughter was two different people, two different personalities, just like I was. Yeah, because it is a loop. It is reincarnation, and if you have not done the right thing, and if you've been born into entitlement, and you have not done the right thing with that, you will be punished. It gets worse, not better. For the rest of us, right? Joke, haha, look at Paul Rudd, 52, good job, buddy, right? Look at it's like, oh, that guy's anti-aging. Steve said that to me this morning. He's like, look at his age. I'm like, yep, because he's a good person and doing these things, blah, 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 blah. Like, we're proving disease and different things too. And it doesn't mean that, like, we've had the two polar opposites of disease. The people, like, we've proven cancer. I already know that. If you don't know that by now, you're so far fucking out of this, and you're going to be a person who's, right? You got to learn your lessons, right? I'm still in it, learning my lessons. I'm still paying my dues. I've had to say, like, fuck you and all your rich pricks and all your crap, right? If you can't say fuck you to the material things, you are not evolved. You are not well with God. You are not. You will be punished. You will lose those things. That's the point. If you've been a person well with God and you have those blessings, and then you can live with them and appreciate them. And I'm, like I said myself, I've been through too much shit. So I'm going to come and I'm going to enjoy those things too when it's my time. It's not my time yet for that. It's also not my priorities. The world has a way of balancing itself out, and it started to. Yep. All the predictions were right. Yep. The way humans interpret it were wrong. The way humans interpret it were wrong. I have to be done with this. I have to really be done with this stuff so I can actually just be free and not look crazy, right? That's what you've been punishing, and that's in particular, right? Like, we're going back to the oldest. What did I say in the beginning of this too, right? With the theories, right? It's like Middle East, you guys are in the past, right? There's people in different places and different, like, I'm not saying, but in general, think about it. Right? Look at the way it was, like, you know, the clothes, the stuff, that's how it was, right? Like, Jesus's time, right? You can't do this, you can't do that. They have to be covered. You have to be blah, blah, blah. These are the rules. Women are less at blah, like that kind of mentality, right? But now it's right. It's overpopulated. It's too much. Same time thing. India, whatever. Like such old culture, old thing. It's overpopulated now though too, right? But the people have evolved and got out of it. That's what it is. Like, and come to, you know, America, Canada, North America, whatever. We're like the middle.
To his credit, he's smart enough to know who's the boss at home.
Just like you were. Everybody was. We all were. Because everybody's everything. It's the ones who choose to recognize it and see where it comes from who can evolve and do something with it. Because we've been everything. 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 So when I felt wings growing out of my back, it's because I already had them. And they were cut off. Just like yours were. Just like you felt. So you're not crazy. I'm not crazy. I know that. However, I'm tired.
Well, James, you gotta pay a lot of money. You just lost a really big bet.
And Bruce Lee's in here and he's pissed and he said he's not doing shit. He's not training or anything. Not doing anything until he sees more improvements in the world because he's really hurting. Like, really hurting. And he's ready to kick all your asses, too, for sure.
No, Kurt Cobain says hi, and both of you pay money. Right? And then fucking kids. Oh, Jordan. Oh, she gets the points first.
Said in the beginning, Grant, you punched me like, I don't even know how many times Grant punched me in the face. That's fucking rude. What the hell? What type of uncle just comes and fucking hits you? He was hitting me every day. I was being tortured. Like, he just sat in the room and just fucking hammering me. I'm like, what type of family is this? What type of family is this? So, right? We're kind of like super delusional. Vanity, you know, putting, like, everybody, again, has everything, but we're talking in general terms, right? So that's why everybody's in a mix of their bodies. But let's think about it so in the middle, and where are your priorities? What are you doing? What are we taught in the middle? Work, blah, 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 whatever. And then look at, like, the Asian culture. And you have to look at it from an actual standpoint, right? What time is it now in China or something? It's tomorrow, right? They're ahead. Like, it's ahead. But look at so you watch these movies, these apocalypse movies, these things, oh my God, the future, or like, oh, what it would be like on Mars or whatever, like in these space things. And there's so many people and they're living in these little boxes and they're mind fucked into this is how you have to do it, like robots. Well, they're already fucking living like that. They're already living like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, attached to the, you know how they have to work, right? 15 something out, like hours a day, putting in more work, right? What do you guys do at Asian culture? Forcing your kid, like, because why? Because of the insecurities, that the issues you have because you've been repressed, right? But what does this all of us have to recognize what this has come down to on a global standpoint. Who are we all the angriest at? Let's be realistic. Everybody can acknowledge this. The white man. Over time. Yes. Which is what been the power of America. So we collectively have agreed Americans have been the biggest bullies and the biggest terrorists. So at least we can find peace in that now, right? We've come to that agreement. America, can you fucking recognize that? I think you can. And then you make up all these lies and blame it on the rest of the other countries. Like JFK's murder. That was American. Martin Luther King. That was American. You guys kill all the people that stand up for something, that draw attention to it, because why? So you can keep your own power. Well, the secrets are out now. So everybody's pissed, right? The whole world. But now we're going to fucking recognize that this is not the way. And that's why I said I'm talking from the God perspective, right? But Candace doesn't fucking think that. She's just a normal person. But you told her you can't get a divorce. She's done right by God. She's been punished her whole life. She was always the one abused. She's not perfect. She's done a lot of stupid shit. Just like any other human. But she's really had good intentions. But you're telling me it's not, that she can't get a divorce? Is that what you're really saying? Think about it. I have a lot of people I owe punches in the face to, don't get me wrong. And then hugs. I don't know, are we hugging and then punching, or punching then hugging? I'm not sure. At this point, punching first, but I might change my mind in an hour. You know how that works. There's no guarantees here. I don't know.
But Sonny's fine with that if you were born with that other last name, because then you're not his kid, and then he doesn't feel bad about trying to kill you. Like, he's over it now.
Sorry I have to be so difficult.
And that's why Conor got to pay Mayweather, right, for the order, but then Mayweather will end up paying Ronda to pass it to the girl thing, you see?
But nobody would believe me otherwise, and I didn't believe me, and you had to make me believe me. I couldn't have done any of this without you. I know that. And I can see everyone clearly and where they're supposed to be. Trust me, I can.
Come on, isn't that the original issue in the first place, right? You guys, right? How you're selling your kids, right? In this kingdom, you're not doing it very well, I guess, if we're back to that, at the beginning of that. I thought that was coordinated. I guess we're right back in time. Oprah, you haven't fucking sold me yet properly.
I've never lived, done, performed, been a part of, been around, like, when I worked in, like, I believe it was the Vatican, like, bar and the whatever. I was always attracted to, like, the dark, like, I worked in the clubs with it. None of that scares me. I didn't do or participate in anything. Again, didn't participate in your sex shit. Didn't do nothing. Been a fucking born-again virgin, was loyal. I gave 200% of my fucking marriage. I did everything fucking right. I got fucked over. Logically, doesn't mean the cheating's right. I was a kid. Didn't love him. I fucking went through all this shit. And I know exactly who pointed the finger at me. I know exactly who made up shit. I know exactly who hurt me, and I know exactly who helped me. So if you were one of the ones that were on the wrong team, because the ones who have helped me are the strongest people in the world. And again, we've only been confirming these things. We haven't started yet. So if this type of shit scares you, God has no problem with homosexuality. He has problems with sick fucks like you. Pope Francis, I want you to change that fucking Bible. That's your test from God and Satan. Well, quick switch, thanks for the tribute. Like John's up and then boom, right into Charles, right? What's the definition of a cult? I'll just remind you guys, right? How'd you find these videos? Why would you follow a mentally ill person and then fucking blame somebody else for it? You guys don't want to take any fucking responsibility? Nothing I say is serious. Message from Frank, right? On that. So is this your account? So this is your account, Frank. This Frank, right? How do I open that? Well, let's see with this little with the Lamborghini there. But is that a Lamborghini or a Ferrari? I don't fucking know. So those messages, right? But I must have been hacked in February of 2020. Because what's up with that? Like, why is Wayne's World messages being sent? That's fucked up, right? And then we got Russell looking all fucking confused. And then that Wednesday, right, he's like, this bitch is irritating, right? And then a drunk Frenchie, right? And then the toilet paper, right? That the toilet paper, that's back when nobody could get toilet paper at the beginning of the pandemic. Who would send that? That seems fucked up. And then these twins, right? Fucking twins. And that video doesn't make, who fucking, well, I spit. That's fucked up. Who the fuck sent that? So that's looking like mental. So he said he's excited, right? But I'm like, he would, like, what? I don't even understand who would have sent those fucking crazy things to him before, right? So that's fucked up, right? So Frank, I'm sorry that you got those fucking whacked out messages. That seems like Hollywood was, like, that seems like somebody was really fucking getting in those accounts, right? Well, something to do, like, those fucking, with the Canadians, Russell, they look at your face, you're like looking confused, right? Did you know that they sent your fucking images there to that guy? Did you know? But just because it's not fun for me to say it, but I'll tell you anything you want to know, especially when we meet. I'll tell you everything. Because I don't like secrets. I don't keep them to be an asshole. I keep them because it's a belief thing. And my friends will know everything for free. And the other people, my minimum day rate is $100,000 a day. Maybe $1 million. Tony, you made it $1 million, so it's your fault that you only would take a couple of clients. And then I said, I'm not paying you $1 million. Go fuck yourself. And then I said, I'm hacking your system, so I hacked you. Are you worn out because they're not taking you seriously as a criminal mastermind, right? Prejudging you on your cuteness, just take a rest, right? I know, they can be fucking assholes. They're not taking you seriously. It's tough being in this little body, right? I know. Just go take a nap. No, Aaron Rodgers, I don't have the vaccine. But it's fucked up if you lied. That part's fucked, right? But you guys worked through that shit. I see everything, people. Everything. I don't say shit because I'm actually trying to heal the world. And I really do want some fucking money coming in, better money coming in, right? Because I'm pissed. And I see more of you guys, and then I say less because I'm like, fuck it, right? Like, I gotta really up the amount, like, you guys owe me some serious shit, right? Like, that's a real thing. This type of shit. And Russell said, Dad, we hacked you. $1 million. I don't want to pay that. Why should I have to pay you? I'm not paying you anything. But I'll tell you everything you want to know. And you don't have to pay me either. Because I see everything you do. Well, nobody was going to believe that a fucking blonde girl knows how to use a computer anyway. So I think I'm pretty fucking safe. What yellow brick road are we following to get back to Dad? I don't know, one of them anyways. We will. And I'm a hopeless romantic. Of course I want to be married. And in this lifetime, of course I'm monogamous. I like that. Because having one person you can be yourself with completely and love changes. Welcome to the Elegantly Outrageous Personal Development Institute. Meet our first Elegantly Outrageous avatar, Candace. The foundation of our personal development programs are based on Candace's real life story. When the Elegantly Outrageous Personal Development Institute expanded, it turned into a game, one that was created to help you find the best possible version of yourself. So pay attention to the clues because everything is there for a reason and nothing you see ever is a coincidence. Are you truly comfortable, confident, and happy in your own skin? Then why do you feel you should disguise your own inner contentment? The Elegantly Outrageous programs are designed to help you overcome life's paradox. Understanding what it means to love yourself is the key to resolving conflict, especially your own inner conflict, which we are all struggling with in so many areas. The Elegantly Outrageous programs are playfully hidden in plain sight to help you pay attention to your next clue for personal development. How can you become the best possible version of yourself? Play the game.